leads by 1. I got to worry if I'm a boxing fan and I'm pulling for a guy whose nickname is Sandman.
Willie Glass might end up going home and watching that fight.
That's right.
Boy, he's getting physical out there.
Manning, offensive rebound, Kansas. They trail by 1.
There were 3 players on the floor. Now Kansas right now is going to look to go inside to Manning. And if he's double teamed, he's got to make sure he swings the basketball.
Ball is shoved Pritchard back. Hunter penetrates. Boy, he's done well. He has really come on in the second half. Hunter now with 12 points and 10 have come in the second stanza. Rust charges down the right side. 2:31 to go. Kansas by 1. St. John's has 2 timeouts left. Kansas has 3.
Shelton Jones is just not involved at all in this offense.
Jackson is. He'll shoot a couple.
Well, he just slithered in there.
Pritchard and Harris both have 4.
That's his third person.
Bellick has 3, and Danny Manning just drew his 3rd. And for St. John's, Ross, Jackson, and West with 3 each. Mark Jackson, 9 of 10 from the line today.
You know, I watched Mark Jackson, and it doesn't look like he's very quick. And I've seen him play all year, last year, but this year he just seems to have the ability to beat his opponent almost at will. You know, and you love to have your lead guard as a great foul shooter because he's the one you want to be handling the ball, especially as this game winds down. Whereas Kansas, Cedric Hunter has never shot as well from the foul line as he has from the field in his 4 years in Kansas.
At the 2:10 mark, St. John's back on top. That's Hunter, who averages 54% shooting free throws. Charging foul, Hunter. And Rust took the charge. Good call.
Yes, it was. There's another example of, Vern, as we talked about earlier, leaving your feet and not having it, trying to make the pass out of control. Bang, there's the charge.
Matt Rust, who's hitting 66% for the year from the line, is there. Another angle of the charge.
Okay, leaves his feet. There's the charge.
Lane violation. So 1-and-1, and this is the first of the 1-and-1. And he misfires. There was a lane violation on the last free throw.
And that's one thing Larry Brown has locked down. If we're in a situation we want to foul somebody, they're going to foul Matt Rust.
Pritchard, no. Rust for the rebound. 58-57.
Now they just got to play good, solid defense, Kansas, and St. John's has got to keep the ball in Jackson's hands. I think the best thing that Hunter can do now is if he could just face guard Jackson and keep the ball out of his hands, could create a turnover.
Shelton Jones to Willie Glass. St. John's by 3.
He didn't miss that one.
No way he was going to. Piper back to Pritchard. That's the 3.
Oh, boy, you know, I love to see that. Here's a kid that just missed his last few shots. The biggest shot of the game, he goes up and knocks in the three-pointer.
And that ties it at 60. Remaining in this intersectional battle at Madison Square Garden. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. And St. John's owns the ball after Kevin Pritchard's three-pointer notched it at 60.
If I was St. John's, I would like to get a shot up, if I could, a good shot, within around 15 seconds. Now, the reason I say that is they know then they'll get 2 possessions of the ball, no matter what Kansas does, because that would leave them with at least 10 seconds on the clock when they would get the basketball back.
Well, let's see how long they take. They may have to hurry to get it across the timeline. Matt Rust does so.
Now you got to keep it out of Jackson's hands. And if you're Kansas,
Pritchard on him. They've taken Hunter, and they're into the zone now.
Yep.
2-3 zone.
And what they do, Vern, is they go into a matchup. They'll show the 2-3, and then they'll go into a matchup zone. Now down to 10 seconds on the 45-second clock, and that's the man that's got to hit the hoop.
Makes the three-pointer. Short. 28 seconds to go. Pritchard was open. Hunter didn't see him. Manning has scored only 8 points in this half.
Okay, and they're going to look for the last shot. Larry Brown will probably get a timeout in a few seconds. No, he's going to go. They're going to just look for the shot right out of this. And you know who they're going to be looking for? There he is. That's it.
Back to Pritchard. Hunter. Underneath. Foul. Foul. And the freshman, Keith Harris, will go to the line. As the buzzer sounded, the freshman, Keith Harris, out of Santa Monica, California, drew the foul.
Now here's the swinging the ball over to Cedric Hunter. Down low, definite foul. Good call by the official. You know, so many times you see an official in that situation almost walk away from it. They don't want to make the call. Oh, Larry, and he's got two bad hips.
That's right.
You know, walk away from a situation like that and not want to make that call to decide the basketball game.
There was no hesitation in making the call. Frost with the foul. Now there is a conversation going on at the scorer's table with Louis Carnesecca.
But what Louis is debating with the officials and the scorekeeper, did the clock go off before the whistle blew? And we could see right there in our replay, there still was time left on the clock when he did blow that whistle. I just watched, they'll get the ball down low to Harris, and you keep an eye on that clock. Bang, there's the foul. Yep, there's still time left.
1 second remaining. Now for today, the 6'5" freshman Keith Harris has hit 2 of 2.
This is a little different, this situation.
Just a tinge.
Mark Jackson went over, has a few words to say to him. Probably asked him, wouldn't you like to play 5 more minutes of basketball?
Carnesecca wants to call a timeout. And Louis has called timeout. St. John's has 1 left. Kansas Jayhawks are going to send a freshman to the line.
Keith Harris over in the huddle is like the field goal kicker. No one's talking to him, just walking around. Everyone's afraid to say something. Danny Manning patted him on the back and he just took a deep breath.
Harris is 2 of 2 today, and he will shoot 2 free throws with no time left. And the crowd, St. John's oriented, going nuts just behind him.
You think he's scared? No, he wasn't.
The next one is pure pleasure. Harris winds up with 6 points. And totally sank a couple with no time left. Watch Keith Harris.
Isn't that great?
Now watch Larry Brown. What a gutty comeback by the Jayhawks of Kansas, who are now 21-7.